Sorry, I just woke up, but I gotta say something. I just came from take my son to school, and sometimes we feel like God wouldn't want that. God would want us to be a nice person and this and this and that. But sometimes our ways is not God's ways. I want to say something real quick because, like, I've already learned this lesson before, but I guess I had to learn it again. Sometimes when I see people's packages by the mailbox, I'd be like, oh, let me go take it to them because, people steal my packages and I would love to, just thinking about, oh, what's the neighborly thing to do? But I felt like, are you, like, God already telling me, like, you're not going to learn this lesson. Last time you did this, you felt drained. Because sometimes when we give gifts and stuff and people don't receive it the way that you kind of be like, at least a thank you, right? So the first person I drop it off, and this woman just, like, starts cursing, like, thank you, and just cursing. And I'm just like, but I don't want to be subjected to your filthy language. Like, you can just say thank you. The next person, right? I'm knocking on the door. This person opens the door. I'm like, hey, your package was in the mailbox. Boom, I leave it there, whatever. He just, like, goes to reach down. And I'm just standing there like, bro, is this guy going to even say thank you? And then he was just like, he mumbled thank you. I was just like, okay, granted it's early, but whatever. And then I get in the elevator, and then I feel like I lost my headphone. I'm like, oh, hell no. And then I go, because I had 3 packages, right? I know. Don't make fun of me or whatever. Don't talk about, like, that's what you get. But I'm just sharing something, okay? Maybe you will learn from it and not make the same mistake that I did 2 times. Like, trust me, after this time, I'm not doing that again. I'm going to see packages and be like, oh, well, like, mind my business. The third person I see, and I know he lives in the building that he's going to. I'm like, are you going home? Do you mind? What floor do you live on? He lives on the 5th floor, and the package was for the 6th floor. Do you mind running this up to the 6th floor? Because, they be stealing packages, and I found it there. And then he curses, like, yeah, they be stealing my S stuff all the time. And for me, it's just like, I just want to get out of here because... Call me whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what you would call it. Maybe like a prude or whatever. But when people start talking like nasty and just like everything out of their mouth is F this, S this, I just feel like, let me get out of here. Like this, I just cannot deal with it. It's just, for me, it's like, it's disturbing to my spirit. I prefer my peace. And I've been in a place where it's like, I surround myself with people that speak highly. So I like to hear things that is high frequency, not this low frequency talk. So lesson learned, I'm never doing that again. And just sharing in case maybe you need to know that sometimes the ways that we think, oh, I just want to be a good person, sometimes God be like, bro, don't even do it. Like, I know what's best for you, and you don't have to try to be a good person out of your own strength. Like, no, follow my righteousness, my lead, because my lead and my way is perfect. That's why God says about that story with the 5 wise virgins and the 5 foolish ones, you got to get your own oil. You got to go to the oil maker. Because I'm just thinking about, before I did that, I was in such a good place. Like, oh, I just want to tell somebody about Jesus. And then, boom, just get drained. Gladly, I know how to come and get my cup filled by being in the presence of the Lord and asking him to fill my cup. But, like, I could just imagine how the world is walking right now and how they are. I don't even judge them, because people are truly drained and depleted. They're not going to the oil maker. They're not getting their oil from him. They're not coming to him for peace. They're relying on drugs and alcohol for peace, and going out and getting a glass of wine and going to the gym. People are not feeding their spirit with the only one who can fill it. So, I still love them, but I'm going to learn how to love them from a distance in Jesus.